Sports Leader 9, Alexandra Vitale.
Peyton Manning made his 5th MVP award a family affair. Manning's record-setting season earned him the Associated Press NFL MVP award tonight in a landslide. No other player has won more than 3. Most of us were expecting Super Bowl 48 to be a competitive matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. I personally picked Denver to win this game, but boy, I was wrong, and I'm big enough to admit it here on live television. So there you go. It was Seattle's game from the start. First quarter.
Alexandra Vitale.
It didn't take long for head coach Mark Richt to find Todd Grantham's replacement, and Richt goes back to where he coached for 14 years, and he ends up tapping into the defending national champion, Florida State. Pro football is the most popular sport in America for at least the 30th year straight. You know, I keep telling all my baseball friends this, but they just don't want to believe me. Well, now they have no choice, because according to a survey taken this month by the Harris Poll, which has been asking adult fans ages 18 and over about their favorite sport since 1985. Check it out. Former Auburn assistant Trooper Taylor has been hired at Arkansas State. The former wide receivers coach has been hired as the quarterbacks coach at Arkansas State. The AFC Championship game today was a matchup between two quarterback greats, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Now the winner of this game, of course, advances to the Super Bowl. We're in the second quarter. Broncos up 3-0. Peyton Manning. A big SEC matchup tonight between the Alabama Crimson Tide versus the LSU Tigers.
Alexandra Vitale.
Welcome to Black Monday. The regular season of the NFL wraps up. People get fired. It's what happens every year. If the Alabama-LSU game 2 years ago was the game of the century, well, the Texas A&M versus Alabama game this afternoon was the game of the millennium, at least based on ticket market. The Auburn Tigers basketball team has won 3 straight SEC games. At the midway point of conference play, Auburn is in a 4-way tie for 10th place in the SEC. The Georgia Bulldogs hosted the Missouri Tigers in Athens today. Now, what was at stake for this game? Well, how about some national relevance for Missouri? With a win, the Tigers would become legit contenders, beat the Falcons in a season opener at the Superdome with an impressive 23-17 victory. It took a goal line stand, but the Saints managed to come away with a huge win against a divisional rival. If you win the Heisman Trophy, you have a pretty good shot of being named the AP Player of the Year, and that's the life of Jameis Winston right now. With the new year comes new jobs. Lovie Smith has reached an agreement to become the next head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The former Chicago Bears coach will replace Greg Schiano. They have an 0-3 SEC record that includes a 51-28 beating by Missouri 2 weeks ago. The Week 13 BCS standings came out tonight, and here's how it looks to date. Alabama and Florida State remained in the top 2 spots. NFL Sunday, we like to keep an eye on former area standouts, and we all know that there are plenty of those to choose from around here. So let's begin with the Cincinnati Bengals at the Buffalo Bills. Just 4 short days until that big BCS showdown between Auburn and Florida State. Today we began our BCS Bowl coverage, and Dave Plata is at Newport Beach and has more on the Auburn Tigers as they prepare for Florida State. The 2013 NFL season is finally here, and what better way to kick off the weekend than with a divisional matchup. Today, the New England Patriots signed Tebow to a 2-year contract that includes no guaranteed money. Alabama and Tennessee are the SEC's 2 winningest teams all time, and between them, they claim 21 national championships and 43 conference titles. Well, it's been a long wait, but tonight the Columbus Lions return home to the jungle to host the Richmond Raiders. And you may notice something out of the norm. 8 days until the Sugar Bowl, and you can bet Alabama players are counting down. I'm Alexandra Vitale. We're live at Callaway Stadium previewing our hometown spirit game of the week. Stick around, because we're going all access with head coach of the Tigers, Lynn Kendall, coming up next. Head coach Tim Carter has said it time and time again this season. Big-time players make big-time plays in pressure-packed situations, and that's exactly what happened last Friday night against McGill-Tulane. This camp is a great opportunity for the kids to learn from NFL players such as Marcel Darius, Leonard Pope, and Philip Wheeler, and these guys don't want these kids to just walk away with football knowledge. They want them to take away a little bit something more. Welcome back to Hometown Spirit. I'm Alexandra Vitale. We're live at Bulldog Stadium previewing the Auburn High Tigers versus the Opelika Bulldogs. I'm Alexandra Vitale. We are live at Callaway Stadium previewing our Hometown Spirit game of the week. Stick around, because it's all coming up next. I'm Alexandra Vitale. We're live at Eagle Stadium, and coming up, we have a lot of hometown spirit. Stick around. I'm Alexandra Vitale. We're live at Panther Stadium previewing the Beauregard Hornets and the Smith Station Panthers. I'm Alexandra Vitale. We're live at Bulldog Stadium previewing a great matchup tonight between the Auburn High Tigers and the Opelika Bulldogs. It's time now to go all access with head coach of the Bulldogs, Brian Blackman. Stick around because coming up at the news at 5:30, I'm going to be introducing you to a Shar Raider who's always there for his team, always there to pick his team up, and I'm also going to be letting you guys hear from players on both sides about tonight's big matchup. Until then, we're live at Callaway Stadium. I'm Alexandra Vitale. Barbara and Jason, back to you.
Now from Sports Leader None, Alexandra Vitale.
Most of us were expecting Super Bowl 48 to be a competitive matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. I personally picked Denver to win this game, but boy, I was wrong, and I'm big enough to admit it here on live television. So there you go. It was Seattle's game from the start. First quarter, Peyton Manning is picked off by Cam Chancellor. At this point, it's 8-0 Seattle. Second half, still no luck for Denver. Marshawn Lynch in for the touchdown. It's 15-0 Seahawks. Then Manning having some more problems here. Malcolm Smith picks off Manning, and Smith returns it 69 yards for the touchdown. By halftime, it was 22-0 Seattle. Manning with 2 interceptions. Well, we'll head to the second half, and Seattle knows exactly how they want to start things off. Piercy Harvin knows exactly where that play is going. Off the kickoff return, he takes it 87 yards in for the touchdown, extending Seattle's lead to 29-0. The Seahawks go all the way, winning the Super Bowl in a dominating fashion, 43-8. The final here is the second-year quarterback, Russell Wilson.
It's a true blessing, man. God's so good. We believed that we would get here. At the beginning of the season, I told the guys, hey, why not us? We believed that we could get here. We had the talent, we had the coaching staff, we had the best fans in the National Football League, and we wanted to win it all. And we just said, hey, go 1-0. And that was our mentality throughout the whole thing. We continue to fight. We continue to grow together. We got great teammates, man, and I couldn't have done without the guys.
What a game. The Seahawks are the new world champs.
From Sports Leader None, Alexandra Vitale.
In college football today, the Auburn Tigers got things going when they headed to Tennessee. Auburn has won the last 5 games in the series against the Volunteers. Now today, Tennessee was aiming to knock off another top 25 team at home this season, but all they could do today was aim. First quarter, Nick Marshall right here, 25-yard touchdown pass to C.J. Uzomah. That put the Tigers up 7-0. Now we're in the second quarter. Nick Marshall, the give to Trey Mason, and he goes 13 yards. He had 20 carries, 117 yards on the day. We're still in the second quarter. Marshall on the keeper, 7-yard touchdown run right here. That made it 27-13 Tigers. Now Marshall today, he had 14 carries, 214 yards, 2 touchdowns. Auburn made it look easy. The Tigers win it 55-23. And today in Athens, the Georgia Bulldogs hosted Appalachian State. Dogs put away App State 45-6. It probably wasn't as dominating or decisive as Georgia fans would have liked. The Bulldogs led only 14-6 at halftime, but the Dogs were pleased to just get the victory, get out with another major injury and bowl eligibility. Aaron Murray threw 2 touchdown passes to set the SEC career record. And showdown time at Bryant-Denny Stadium, Alabama hosting LSU. Game time is at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and we will have highlights later on tonight at 11. And today at A.J. McClung Memorial Stadium, the 24th Fountain City Classic. First half was all Fort Valley State. Frank Rivers of Albany State sacked by former Carver Tiger, LaRon Furr. Offensively on play action, Malcolm Eady to Dante Warren, 22-yard touchdown pass. Fort Valley goes up 10-0 at the half. The second half, all Albany State. Third quarter, it's Rivers going up top. Jesse Atkins, the spectacular 42-yard touchdown catch. Rams take a 12-10 lead. Under 2 minutes left when they ice the game here. Rivers, the screen pass to Adrian Alexander. He turns the corner and heads upfield. Victor Moley, the big block to spring him. 63 yards on the score. Albany State wins 19-10. They play Miles College for the SIAC championship next week.
Now, your Sports Overtime Play of the Week, sponsored by J Toyota.
All right, it's time to vote for the high school Play of the Week. Our first Play of the Week candidate, Play Action Perfection. Faking the handoff, then faking the end around. Now, Bradley North cut to Kyle Sykes, 48-yard touchdown pass. Auburn a winner last night, 51-14, to advance to the second round of the playoffs. our second play of the week possibility, Jamarius Barrow, 80-yard touchdown run on the option, cutting back against the grain, and he is gone. Lynette wins big over Gaston to advance in the Alabama 2A playoffs. And play of the week choice number 3 is Kendrick's Jonathan Hines to Antonio Jones, who puts an ankle breaker on DeMarcus Robbins. 29-yard touchdown, 6-0 Cherokee. All right, you guys get to pick the play of the week. Go to WTVM.com, head to the Hometown Spirit page, and cast your vote. The winner will be announced on Monday. And that's Select Sports. Roslyn.